Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way today for your Everton versus Watford pre-match preview. Now, where do I start with this game? Um, I'm not sure. I'm very worried just because of how we've performed. Obviously the past few weeks it hasn't been great. The managerial change, the Leeds result was very, very poor as well. Um, Liverpool, obviously, we got absolutely battered, not great at all. So, where am I kind of feeling ahead of this game? For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm stupid. I still feel like semi-optimistic. Now, I don't know if that's just, as I said, me being stupid, but Everton have had a good start to the season. They're a good side, but they are beatable. I think last time out they lost. If I just check here, they lost to West Ham. They are beatable. But they're not. They're also not the worst side in the league. So I think we do have to be careful with that. In terms of Rafa Benitez, we know what he offers. Very solid. And for me, actually, the key for this is, his teams work really, really hard. Over the past few weeks, it just seems to me like some of our players have just become a little bit lazy. I know Liverpool are a very, very good team. I know Leeds are a very, very good team. However, I do think that there should be, a standard that these players should be hitting each game. And against, Newcastle, Wolves, Leeds, Liverpool, I don't think we were, putting in the effort levels that we should have. I'm going to bring in Brendan now from the Watford FC Netherlands supporters group. He'll be joining me for today's stream to preview the game. Brendan, how are you doing today? First of all, are you doing okay? And secondly, are you looking forward to the Everton game?
Yeah, thanks, James, for having me. I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. It's getting very dark in the evenings now here in England, which means winter is coming. Yeah, the evenings are getting very, very cold now. Yeah, I'm not too bad at all. I was just talking about the Everton game there, Brendan, and the work rate that I've seen from some of the Watford players in the past few weeks. How are you feeling ahead of that game? Are you scared of Rafa Benitez? I know Richarlison's just returned to training as well. Is that something that concerns you? Obviously, Decore's out, which is a positive for us, but Richarlison coming back?
Well, as you say, Richarlison coming back, big play from them. Give them some confidence for sure. It's a player who going down the wing, try to get the ball into good position on that pitch. But I think we can take. I'm not sure. I think I'm confident to take at least 1 point there. It's Ranieri's second game, 1 week extra with the boys. His birthday was this week, so hopefully he bring in some nice birthday cake or something like that. The guys had some nice training this week. Let's say we can go for a draw there. I think we need to get some confidence back in this squad. As I said last time, get the confidence back in the team, and so I said, I'm confident to take 1 point out there.
I think it's important that we do take a point, Brendan, because I've got our fixture list up in front of me here, and it is very, very scary. I seem to read this out every week, but I do think it's worth doing because the fixtures we've got coming up are very, very difficult. So we've obviously got Everton on Saturday, then we've got Southampton, which isn't too bad at all, and then we go into a really, really tough run because we've got Arsenal, Manchester United, Leicester City, Chelsea, and then Manchester City, all within the space of a month, basically. So, it is important, Brendan, that, in this Everton game and the Southampton game, it's really important that, I think we've at least got to get a draw against Everton, as you say. And, looking ahead to Southampton, Brendan, as well, just very briefly, we've really got to be aiming to get a win against them, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. I talked with Theo last week at the Ajax Dortmund game. and he said the same. To Everton, you can lose, but it's most clearly you have to take a point. And Southampton is a must-win for Watford. He was agree with that. So yeah, I think lots of people who are not related to Watford also think about the Southampton game, that Watford need to win that to get the confidence. And if you take 4 points, for example, out of these 2 games, well, you have some confidence and you can rise above your you can play better in the next games against Chelsea, against Man United. So you never know what that can happen. But let's start first with a draw or win against Everton, win against Southampton, get some confidence back in those team. And I'm repeating myself. I said a lot of confidence, and that's what we need. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's the key word in upcoming games.
Just quickly, Brendan, just obviously you went to the Champions League game, a couple of nights ago. Like, how was that? What was that experience like? Obviously, no one knows watching this, but you went to the Dortmund Ajax game.
Yeah.
How was that? What an experience that was.
Yeah, it was my first time Champions League, so it's always lovely to hear those music and the fans coming in. The Dortmund fans are banging around already for 1 day long in the center of Amsterdam. Get some tifo, get some atmosphere, and then we go into the stadium and pick up Theo there, see Theo there. We'll be in his vlog as well. What such a nice guy, I need to say. Then we go into the stadium waiting for kickoff, and before kickoff, the Dortmund fans making some great tifo, some pyro as well, and then we nearly about to kick off for the game, and then this Ajax Ultra side came out with tifo and pyro, and I don't know what's happening there. It was crazy. It was a lot of smoke into the stadium. Luckily, the rooftop was open, so it can escape. But I have to say, it's very weird to say, but Berghuis have no assist and no goal. But what a game from his side it was. He was phenomenal that game. I can't believe I'm saying.
Well, my next question, Brendan, was going to be who were you going to support? Because obviously Dortmund wear the same colours as Watford, yellow and black. But obviously, Brendan, you are Dutch. I presume you were back in Ajax for that game.
Well, let's say I was like just enjoying Champions League night, but as Ajax won 4-0, it's always good for the Dutch points on the list of the UEFA. So that's great. It brings some money to the Eredivisie, what we need to. But I was looking forward to see play Bellingham and Haaland, a very good game, but they were not there. Haaland have, I think, 3 chances, 1 big chance saved by the goalkeeper of Ajax. But yeah, what a night, what an atmosphere. I never thought I'd say that, because Ajax atmosphere is not that much in the Eredivisie. Feyenoord have the better one, I need to say. But yeah, this game was crazy. Champions League nights in Amsterdam are phenomenal.
I have to say. Bringing it back to Watford, Brendan.
Yeah, come on, Watford. Come on, what are we talking about this, man?
We've got some injury news here, some injury updates that they published on the website earlier today. The big news for me, Brendan, I don't know about you, but Joshua King is back in contention for this game. Obviously, he used to play for Everton, and Watford got him on a free transfer from them. Surely he must be desperate to kind of get back in the starting 11 and prove the Everton supporters wrong, because when he was there under Carlo Ancelotti, he wasn't really given a chance, and he's at Watford now. Hopefully he's recovered from this injury, this knee injury. Would you like to see Josh King put straight back into the team, or maybe Pedro's look good, maybe give Pedro a go up front?
Well, give Pedro to go up front. He's more often on training ground and things like that. King is just coming back. So with King coming in the second half somewhere there, and make it silence to the Everton fans. Just score there, just score. where's Finn's? I think Finn will say we lost these 2 games, guys. We all know negative Finn, but yeah, James, to come back on that. Yeah, what to say? I think we have to wait with King. Bring not only starting 11, just wait. Bring him in the second half. It's just coming back, and we have not that he's come back and going away again because of his knee injury.
Some more news as well to bring you. Kiko Femini is a doubt to the game after sustaining a knock above the hip against Liverpool. So it looks like Kiko won't be playing. So Jeremy Ngakia potentially going to be starting at right back at Everton. Francisco Sirielta will not make this game. Same with Christian Capsele. They are still recovering from their injuries, which is a little bit annoying, but obviously to be expected. Peter Atebo still out, Brendan, obviously with that long-term injury. And Brendan, we've not spoke to you for a very, very long time. I want to get your thoughts on Nicholas Nkulu, because it says here he's training with the squad, but he's still building up towards match fitness. What did you make, of that signing, that free transfer when we announced it? Obviously, we had a big issue at centre-back with all them injuries. Are you happy with that? Or are you angry? Are you angry at the board for not bringing in someone in the summer to maybe cover that role? Maybe we should have kept Ben Wilmot. Maybe we should have kept Matty Pollock. What's your thoughts on that whole centre back situation?
Well, I think I missed out that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's say it's a hot situation already in years for Watford. Well, I think maybe it's a free transfer. What age is he?
I think it's about 30, 31.
My God, I can't know what guy.
Yeah.
It's good to have experience in the squad, but let's say we have to take some young guys, 25, 24, 23. There are a lot of good centre backs from that age. As you said, Ben Wilmot not giving the chance anyway at Cisco's time. So that's I think that's why he could leave to Stoke City, isn't it?
Yeah. Stoke City.
Yeah,
And you know
Stoke
what? He's
City,
done really, really well at Stoke, Ben Wilmot. I watched him, Brendan, in the Carabao Cup game at Vicarage Road when Stoke come to us, and he did look really, really good. And I feel that it was a mistake. It was a mistake letting him go in the summer.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, because we've got Cisco that time. Great manager. Thumbs up for him. But he was not good related with Ben Wilmot, as we saw the whole season in Championship. At least the last games, he could play some games there. But yeah, to be honest, I think a free transfer player from 31, it's not a good thing to do. We have to take some young guys, 25, 24, 23, as I said before, and get them in and let them play. But yeah, let's see what he can bring in if he come on. But I think it's not our best player.
No, I agree. Hopefully he can offer us something. Claudio Ranieri was speaking today in his pre-match press conference. And of course, Claudio Ranieri is a very, very happy guy, like Xisco. Very, very
ding dong, ding dong.
Yeah, exactly. He's speaking today, so the mood is very good. They've worked well during the week. Of course, they aren't happy about the Liverpool result. And he actually goes on to say that, basically he admits that he got the formation wrong. He says that, he should have played Sarr on the right wing. Sarr played centrally during that first half. And Ranieri basically goes on to say that, he should have put Sarr out on that right-hand side. Brendan, what was your thoughts on that Liverpool game and how Ranieri set up? Because it was a very, very, it was an odd formation. Ranieri kind of going with a 5 at the back. Danny Rose, almost playing left centre back at times, which I found quite baffling. What was your thoughts in that situation? Because I was really surprised when I saw that team come out.
Well, I think the idea was an idea to get to isolate some of the players of Liverpool. I think that was the idea, but it was not there. Rose was running around searching for Salah. things like that. So yeah, I think he was wrong there, but it's never easy to go into a job when the first team you play against is Liverpool, one of the best. We saw them coming back against. No, they were 2-0 up against Atletico Madrid. Atletico come back to what a great game was that. But what a team is Liverpool. Just coming 2-0 up, just out of nowhere, just playing a lovely game. This Liverpool is a good team, and we'll battle for the title at the end of the season. But that's not easy. If you come in as manager, the first thing you have to do is playing against them, playing one of the best teams in Europe. Give him some time. We are Watford, so probably he will be out end of this month. But just give him the time. This two upcoming games can bring him some happiness, can bring him some points. So the Liverpool game, we have to forget. We have to see what can we do better. But against Liverpool, you'll make your squads to play against them and to defend them. And the next upcoming two games, we have to play our own game. And that's not related to the game on the team we play against.
Yeah, Liverpool, Brendan, are such a fantastic team. And, watching Mo Salah at Vicarage Road, for me, I don't know if there's any player in the world at the moment who, is in as good a form as Mo Salah was. And, his goal in the second half, especially, Brendan, was just absolutely ridiculous.
Fantastic.
He sat Cathcart down and, he basically retired Craig Cathcart from professional football because, it was embarrassing. And for me, Brendan, as I was discussing at the start of the stream, Liverpool just they worked harder than us. They got every second ball. I think Leeds worked harder than us as well. For me, that's an issue with this Watford squad. We don't seem to have, maybe Peter Atebe was that player, but at the moment we don't seem to have anyone who's willing to, put their body on the line and actually work hard for the team. And I think, Brendan, I don't know about you, but that's something that we need to work on. Southampton, Everton, they're both going to target these games against us as winnable games, and both of them sides are going to want to take 3 points from us. And if Watford are even 1%, 2%, 3% off their game, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to win. So the importance of these games is very, very high, Brendan. What's your thoughts in terms of the work rate within this Watford squad? Because at the moment I'm just not seeing any desire really and any passion for the shirt.
Well, let's say how you want to start a game against a team who's better than you is you want to be aggressive on a good way. Yeah, just aggressive on the ball, sportive aggressive, and believe that you can take a result. Sometimes you don't see the belief, and they're not to like to fight for each other. If you lost the ball, go behind, or one of your colleagues try to get that ball from to defend that. So I totally agree what you said. We have to put more aggressivity into the game, more passion, fight for the colours, fight for the backs on your left side of your shirt. That's what we need to do. That's what the guys need to do, because the supporters are there.
Interesting comment up on the screen here, Brendan. Foster over Backman, in my opinion. I want to get your thoughts on this situation, Brendan, because if you've been following Watford social media this week, you'll know that it's been a very, very controversial issue. Who should start in goal for Watford? Obviously, Ben Foster was criticised for his recent performances. He was criticised for uploading the Liverpool vlog, and people were having a go, saying that he shouldn't be speaking to Mo Salah after the game, trying to get a shirt, etc., etc. In terms of just pure footballing performances, Brendan, from what you've seen of Foster and from what you've seen of Backman, who, in your opinion, should be starting in goal for Watford?
Foster.
Throughout this whole time, I've said Ben Foster, just purely because I want us to stick with one or the other.
Yeah,
we seem to keep changing goalkeepers every couple of weeks. And I think for me, what the defence needs is, continuity, and they need to know who their goalkeeper is going to be. So I don't mind who it is. I just want us to choose Bachmann or Foster and keep them, regardless of how many mistakes they make.
Yeah, exactly that. I think keep Foster for the upcoming games. We will play FA Cup someday. Bring Beckman in, give him a chance. If he's great there, maybe you can change it. But for now, you have to keep it on Foster. But yeah, may the club have to talk. Maybe Ranieri have to talk about that videos, that vlogs. But yeah, I think every goal. You know what it is? Every goalkeeper, when you make 4, it's directly a goal. When you make 4 as midfielder, it's not a goal directly. So if your defense is alright, then you can make mistakes as goalkeeper, but then you have to change it. If that too many mistakes by a goalie, you have to change. But if there are mistakes in front of him from the defenders or midfielders, you not have to change him. So for me, as you said, we need one guy on goal. If it's Foster or Bachmann, but for now it's Foster.
I would agree. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with us as well. But that is having an opinion, and everyone is entitled to have their opinion. But I do think we just need to keep. We just need to. Ranieri basically needs to choose one or the other. Whoever it is.
Yeah.
What we're saying is we don't care who it is. He just needs to stick with one, and for a period of time and see how it goes. Last question, Brendan, for this preview, and it's about your starting 11 essentially. I'm hoping Ranieri will revert back to the 4-4-2 formation. That's essentially how we finished in that Liverpool game. If we are going to stick with that formation, Brendan, what is your starting 11 going to be? Do you want to quickly walk us through, the players you would include and the reasons why?
Well, I nearly agree with this formation with Foster on the goal, Nagaki out, of course, Sierralta.
Well, Sierralta's injured, but
yeah, if he's back, Sierralta. I'm not know if I will play Cavassela or I think I will play Cavassela if he's back there. Just the confidence on the back rows. We have to play him. Cisco. Yeah, Cisco, Saar, Petro. Yeah, of course I will play him every game. And Dennis. Yeah, Dennis or would you play Dennis or would you play King? I think I will play King.
I'd go King. I don't think look, Cucho and Dennis are fantastic players, but I just don't think they've really. I think Dennis is a lot better than Cucho actually in terms of his overall ability at the moment. I just don't think they've really. I don't think they've really offered us enough going forward. And seeing Josh King is got himself a couple of assists already this season. Pedro has looked really, really promising when he's come on. I'd probably go Pedro and King up top, and Brendan overall, apart from obviously fostering, Sierralta and Kulu probably won't be ready for this game. You largely agree with that starting 11. Ozan Tufan, is he someone you'd like to see play a bit more often?
Well, I don't know him very, very good, but I would like to see him play. Let's show him what he can do. Mate's a good one, and I'm not sure. I don't see a lot of him.
No, but he's not actually played a lot of football, to be fair, and he's very, very promising. I know the Turkish fans, like him very much. But if we're going to revert to a 4-4-2 formation, under Zisco we played the 4-3-3. There was 3 midfield spaces to be filled. If we play the 4-4-2, there's only really 2 spaces there to be filled, and we've got loads of players in that position. So it's good that It's good we've got competition for places, but it does mean that a lot of players will also miss out. Tufan may miss out. So, Sissoko is probably a must start, but it's a few players behind them, who might want to play, and they might not be able to get a spot in the team just purely because that's the formation that Ranieri plays.
Yeah.
And Bish Big Fond says Siriota was the reason Leeds didn't score from open play. He's our best centre back. I think everyone pretty much agrees with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, William Schuster-Colm, Brendan as well. What's your thoughts on him? I know he's a player again who divides the Watford fan base. His ability to play the ball out from the back. I know sometimes he misses these second ball challenges where maybe he could do a lot better. Obviously, he's got his YouTube channel, as does Ben Foster. What's your thoughts on William Schuster-Colm, Brendan?
Well, it's a fighter. It's a fighter in the defence. He makes his mistakes. That's true. But we can bring him in. I think it's a good defender for Watford. But we have to know he makes mistakes, and that's a con. We can't do about that. But yeah, of course, if you have to choose to play Siriota or Ekong, we have to play Siriota. If you have to choose to play Kabasele or William Trost Ekong, it's for me. It doesn't matter who is there, but they both can play on the same position. They're both nearly on the same level. You all agree with that? They're on the same level?
Yeah. I absolutely agree. I think William Schuster-Colm is probably a little bit overhyped, I would say. I think he's good. Captain of Nigeria. He's got to have something about him to be the captain, of course. Is he Premier League quality? I'd say yes. Although it's hard for me to say that because we've only played 7-8 games so far this season. He's made a few mistakes. I know people have questioned him already, so it's too soon to really say if he's Premier League quality or not. But I think he's done well, and I think that's the most important thing. And I actually think that partnership with Siriota is probably the best partnership that we've got.
Yeah. Last season, what great there. Both very good. So yeah, great guys, great partnership there in the back. So we have to see what's going to happen this season.
Quickly going to go through the Everton injury list before we go, just so everyone's updated on that. Fabian Delph is out with a shoulder injury. Calvert-Lewin is out with a quadriceps injury. So good to see that we won't be facing up against Calvert-Lewin. Looks like we'll be facing against Rondon instead, which is still going to be a tough test. It says Richarlison is still out, but obviously pictures have shown that he has returned to training this week with the rest of the team. So whether he starts the game or whether he's on the bench, we'll have to wait and see. But it's kind of written in the stars that Richarlison will come and score against us. Andre Gomez seems to always be out with a calf injury. And of course, Decore is out with that foot injury for a few weeks. And, I think it's relief that Decore is out as well because, I think he's got 3 goals, 4 assists so far this season.
Yeah.
He's such a quality player, Brendan, isn't he? I mean, when he was at Watford, I'm just trying to think, but what was your favourite Decore moment? I remember he scored a fantastic goal, against Fulham. From the edge of the box, really, really good. Brendan, thinking about Decore's time at Watford, what was kind of your standout moment?
Oh, well, that's a good one. Well, I'm not have it in a minute, but but I like his kind of play. He's such a good player for Watford. I remember him in that semi-final of the FA Cup, playing very, very, very nice game. I think it was a good game from his side as well. But yeah, just to see him playing live in the Watford shirt, it was lovely to see Decore. There are not many games he was not there. He was always there on the pitch, always bringing on his kind of football. But yeah, the Fulham game, I remember that one. as you said. That was a great one. That was a great one.
To be fair, Brendan, I'm trying to think of like decor, like really, really good decore moments, and it is difficult to
Yeah.
think about a single moment, but overall, and
Overall, yeah.
he's such a fantastic player, and for the FA Cup season, especially he was so important to that Watford team. Very rarely got injured as well, which was really, really good. So yeah, just thinking back to Decore, Richarlison as well gave us some good memories under Marco Silva, of course.
Yeah,
before he moved on to Everton. I'll be interested to see the reception that Richarlison gets on Saturday. But I'm excited for the game, and I think Brendan is of course excited as well. In terms of a score prediction, Brendan, are you going to be positive going into this game? Finn, if he was on here, would probably predict a Watford loss. I'm optimistic. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Watford win. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think that our defence is so bad this season, you can forget about clean sheets. But yeah, I'll go 2-1 Watford win, and I'll go Sarr, and I will go Ngakia to score.
Okay, that was what I want to say as well. But, and I forgot about the Champions League. I said to Tio, I said 2-2. I expect Dortmund. It got 4-0. So now I will say a draw. We will play 2-2.
Okay, to be fair, I would take a draw. I would take a draw.
Yeah, I would take a draw
Brendan,
as well.
Looking ahead to Southampton as well, just very briefly, we'll do a whole preview for that probably next week as well. But Southampton, after Everton, that's going to be really tough. And as you said earlier, if we can take 4 points from these next 2 games, I think everyone in the Watford fan base, would definitely take that. And I presume you agree with that sentiment, Brendan.
Yeah, and if you want to score prediction about that game, I think we take that one 3-0, clean sheet against Southampton.
Perfect. So first clean sheet of the season for Watford. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for this game. I've gone 2-1. Brendan has gone 2-2. What will happen? Who knows? We'll be here on the Watford Way on Saturday, 5 minutes before kickoff, for your live match watch long. So please join us for that on Saturday. I'll be watching the whole game, hopefully with Finn, who should be joining me for that. So looking forward to watching the game with Finn. He's very, very busy at the moment, so I'm trying to get him on as much as I can. I message him every day saying, Finn, come on the channel, but he's very, very busy. Brendan, who knows, you might join us, depending on what you're doing. But thank you very much for coming on, Brendan.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to quickly talk about what you do with the Watford FC Netherlands supporters group. I know one of your members actually went to the Liverpool games. So do you want to speak about that as well?
Yeah, so follow me on Instagram, Twitter. We keep you up to date on match days. We try to keep you up to date on match days. We're connecting Watford FC fans in the Netherlands with each other. We have group chat. We chat with each other about the games. And we have sent last time 2 people to the Liverpool game, arranged the tickets for them, sent them to England, and they enjoyed on Vicarage Road the game Watford-Liverpool. Not the score, but they enjoyed the day. He said it was very special. So, maybe in the future you will see members of the Watford FC the Netherlands group going to Vicarage Road or to a away game.
Well, Brendan, we are going to be seeing you in the future, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true. It will be the Watford Man United game. So yeah, I will be there.
Very, very exciting stuff. Brendan will hopefully be in the Rookery, so keep an eye out for Brendan. Hopefully you don't wear that orange hoodie with you, Brendan, because a lot of Watford fans will not like that, because that is the colour of Luton Town. So
come on, you say again. Come on, come on. It's the Dutch pride. It's the Dutch pride orange.
Okay, fine. You're actually going to buy. You were going to buy a new shirt actually when you come over, weren't you? The green third kit.
Yeah, I have to. The home kit or the green kit, one of those.
Yeah, there's the really nice like the black and gold kit as well.
Training kit. Yeah.
That looks really nice. I need to buy that myself actually, because that is a nice kit. We've been live long enough now, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Very much appreciated. Please hit like on the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Please follow Brendan on social media, and I'll be back with you on Saturday for the live match watch along. Bye bye.